Namaste students, myself JBN Dr. Arun Kr Singh, Faculty of Education and Mythology, Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University Jaipur. I welcome to all of you in my digital class. I'm at third semester. We will discuss the topic steps for constructions of norms reference test. Firstly, I discuss education evolutions, and educational evolutions. Types of evolutions based on frequency of conducting evolutions, formative evolutions and summative evolutions. Next, based on nature of measurements, maximum performance evolutions and typical performance evolutions. And next, discuss based on methods of interpreting results, criterion referenced evolutions and norms referenced evolutions. Okay. And next topics, interpreting test scores. A raw test score is meaningless without a frameworks for interpretations. When pupils take an assessment, it's important for them to understand the implications of their scores, particularly when passing or failing make a major difference in their lives. There are two ways to score an assessment. These are referred to as criterion referenced and norms referenced test. Okay. Discuss norms reference test. Norms reference test is designed to measure global language ability, that is overall English language or proficiency. Each student's score on such a test is interpreted relative to the score of all other students who took the test. This comparison is done with reference to the concept of the normal distributions. The purpose of a norms reference test is to spread students out along with the continuum of scores so that those with low abilities are at the one end of the normal distributions, while those with high abilities are at the other end. Next points, while the students may know the general format of the questions on n norms reference test, for example multiple choice, they will typically not know before the test what specific contents or skills will be covered by those questions. Many standardized educational tests are norms reference tests. It norms reference testing, the goal is usually to rank the entire set of examining in order to make comparison of their performance relative to the another's. Okay. The norms group is typically a large group of individuals who are similar to the individuals for whom the test is designed. Next, in the development of norms reference test, each norms group is given the test and then the characteristics or norms of this group performance are used as reference point for interpreting of the performance of the other students who took the test. The performance characteristics or norms most typically used as reference points are mean or average score of the group and the standard deviations, which is an indicator of how spread out the score of the group are. Norms reference is based on three characteristics. Firstly, having a fixed or standard contents based on a given theory of language. Second, having fixed standard procedures for administering and scoring the test next points being already tested through a process of empirical research and development. Strength of norms reference tests. Two important strengths of norms reference tests. The comparison can easily we, we made with the performance or achievements of a larger populations of students, and since estimates of reliability and validity are provided, the degree of confidence one can place in the result is known. Okay, weakness of norms reference tests. Norms reference tests are usually valid only with the population on which they have normed. Norms change with the time as characteristics of the population change, and therefore such tests must be periodically renormed. Since such tests are usually developed independently of any particular courses of instructions, it is difficult to match result perfectly with instructional objectives. Okay, norms terms norms process. Calculating norms reference scores. Norms norming groups and the comparison groups typically comprise only a small subsets of previous test takers. Not all are even most previous test takers. Test develops use a variety of statistical methods to selected norming groups, interpret raw scores and determines performance levels. Okay, norms reference test often use a multiple choice formats, through some includes open-ended short answer questions. They are usually based on some form of national standards, not locally determined standards or curricula. Why using non-reference assessment to determine the young child's readiness for preschools or kindergartens. These tests may be designed to measure oral language ability, visual motor skills, and cognitive and social developments. To estimate basic readings, writings, and math skills, test results may be used for a wide variety of purposes, such as measuring academic progress, making course assignments, and determining readiness for grade promotions, etc. Okay. To identify specific learning disabilities such as autism, dyslexia, etc., and to make program eligibility or college admissions decisions. Steps in constructions. Norms reference test: design stage, development stage, conducting field test, developing test norms, and writing test manuals. Characteristics of norms reference test: use of norms reference test and limitations of norms reference test, reliability and validity. Okay, and research efforts: comprehensive practice evaluation across educational programs and nursing programs, seeking quality in criterion reference tests and criterion reference test in norms reference tests or assessments of majority group children's. Okay, thank you, students.